Aaron Judge is a better version of Brock Lesnar.
What is something you love as much as the Charmin Bears love wiping?
As an opposing fan, you'd probably see his face and want to sock him between the cracks. Good afternoon, everyone. Welcome to Losses Above Replacement, the Grace Baseball Podcast. Two Grace years. I'm today's host, Mathias Kursaki, and with me, as always, we have our very own all-star relievers, potentially, Alex Clark, Ryan Splash Potts. Gentlemen, my main man, how are we doing on this fine Wednesday afternoon? Earlier recording today, some special events tonight, so how are we doing this afternoon?
Yeah, no, we're all, obviously we're recording early so that we can all go watch the Danhausen show later on.
Sure,
tonight.
yeah, let's go with that.
All right, we have a two-man podcast today.
All right, Splash, I am going to actually hurt you and rip off that beard off your face.
Buddy, in Christ, that man has ruined sports for me.
Oh, I'm so sorry that you can't have a little bit of fun there, Splash.
There is no fun when the Cavs are playing basketball.
It's not about the Cavs. It's about Danhausen being a legend.
And the Red Wings' best players requesting a trade now. It's just a mess.
This is what we call misappropriated anger is what I'm saying.
I hate it all. Truly, the Atlanta Braves also make me want to jump off a bridge sometimes. Ronald, so at least Drake should be back soon, I guess. But that's just a bummer, man.
Yeah, no, that's second time this year that's just rough. Especially, considering all of his injury history. Like we know how great Ronald Acuna Jr. is. I mean, we saw how great he could be when he stays healthy for a full season in 2023. Yeah. And it feels like we're kind of getting robbed of that right now again.
Yeah, and it's different from Trout, because Trout's a Hall of Famer, obviously, or Griffey, obviously. But it just stinks when you have a guy that, Ronald's obviously a Hall of Fame talent. He's one of the most talented people to ever wear Braves across his chest. And it sucks that the gravity of the injuries, he's missed two huge chunks of season with the ACLs and then recovering into the next season. And it's like these nicks and, hyperextended knee here, a couple hamstrings this year. It just sucks that we could be looking at a Johan Santana for a hitter sort of career, or DeGrom in a way. I'm in the DeGrom as a Hall of Famer camp. I know that's not a super popular thing, but maybe Ronald has a sort of Chris Sale arc and has he has a super high peak, and then you lose some time to injuries, and then at the end it's like, okay, he's a Hall of Famer. Let's tack on a couple big seasons. So that'd be nice. And it stinks with the whole, because he will be entering his first team option year next year, and of course they're going to pick it up. But
it's slam dunk.
27 comes in, 28 comes in, 2029 he is a free agent. He could be on a different team in 2029, and that just frightens me, because we know how the Dodgers spend money, we know how the Mets spend money, and the Braves, they have a top 10 payroll, but are they going to go fishing for a incredibly talented player, but someone who has missed time with an ACL in both knees, who I hate to think about it.
Yeah, he's also only 28, which is, I guess, still it's a good thing for him that he still has so much of his career ahead of him. But like we've been saying, we're sort of getting robbed of some could be his best years. We saw. Who knows? I'm not saying he needs to go 40-70 ever again, but we know he can probably go 30-30 multiple times, or 40-30, or 40-40. Ronald Acuna Jr. He's obviously it's bad for the game whenever he gets hurt. Mm-hmm. To your point about some of the other guys, like Mike Trout had won 3 MVPs before his body really started breaking down, or Clayton Kershaw had already won 3 Cy Youngs and an MVP, or Jacob deGrom. Well, Jacob deGrom was also in his 30s when his body started to break down. That's the thing. And I know DeGrom, I mean, we could probably spend the whole hour talking about Jacob DeGrom's Hall of Fame candidacy or Chris Sale's Hall of Fame candidacy, because they both sort of have, similar, like, a lot of injuries. You get into their 30s, but now they're sort of having resurgences. So yeah, hopefully we avoid having to have that conversation about Acuna, because we know how talented he can be.
He is, you know what, Braves fan card, I'm just going to throw it out there. He could be the best player in the world. Like, that is a legitimate thing. He could be the best player in the world for a month. He was arguably the best player in the world against a Shohei Ohtani MVP season 2023. We can have a debate about that another time. The point of the game is to score runs. Ronald Acuna is one of the most hyper-productive players in the history of the sport at scoring runs. Like, that's the goal of the game. He is one of the best, if not the single best player in baseball at doing that. And it's just a shame.
Yeah, I understand that. Like, and that's one of the things that really sucks, especially with knee injuries, right? I don't know if anyone has had a knee injury, has gotten a knee injury playing and then tried to get back to doing it. It's hard. It is not easy. And the worst part about knee injury specifically, when you have one, you are more likely to have another one and another one and another one, because the body trying to heal itself does not heal itself correctly. Here, that's just not, even with corrective surgery, your body still has that genetic makeup in it. And one more thing, just kind of got to put a little bit more into perspective here. Baseball is such a grueling sport, right? Like, again, the NFL gets so much flack for being so dangerous here. That's 17 games of it, though. Baseball, you have 162. And while it may not be as physically intense as football, it's the same kind of idea as what does the most damage to the body here. 1 rep of 225 or 40 reps of 25. Here, which one will your body take more hurt from? And the answer, surprisingly, will be the 40 reps. Here, because your body has to continuously tear and re-tear and recover over it. And with the knee specifically, there's not a whole lot of muscle there for you to build to try and work it. You have to build the muscles around the knee to try and strengthen it. But if you have already had injuries, it's just more likely it's going to happen. That's what sucks when it comes to Acuna specifically, is that once he had one, I'm not going to say it put a ticking timer on it here, but it always felt like that was another, not inevitability, but strong possibility that it was going to happen again. And that's the problem. Like, as long as he doesn't, it's always going to come down to the luck of, will he break down? Because look at Griffey as well. Griffey's the same kind of way, right? Like, yeah, he's a first ballot Hall of Famer almost unanimously, but we may be looking at a 700 plus home run hitter if he wasn't derailed by injuries so much in his career. Like, that's the thing, is injuries suck. They really do. But at the same time here, that's one of the reasons why a lot of teams, and I hate to use this term here, but fantasy baseball managers like to put more stock in players that don't get injured. Because, you may have an Acuna that'll give you a 40-70 season, but if you're paying him 70, let's just say $50 million a year, and he's off the field for half that time, you're not getting your value's worth. You're not getting your money's worth.
Yeah, and it's always a balancing act there. I mean, do you go for the guy who can be excellent, could be top? I mean, Ronald Acuna Jr. after his MVP season was the number 1 fantasy prospect. And yes, XYZ balling. As long as he doesn't go to the Dodgers, I'd rather not. But no, that's, I mean, it's tough because it's the same with Hall of Fame voting too. Like, are you valuing the guy who has this insane peak, like, a Johan Santana or a Sandy Koufax or,
Felix Hernandez.
Or Felix Hernandez, or Jacob DeGrom, like all these guys, or are you going to take the guy who was just there, maybe wasn't as great, but was there every single day? And by the way, shout out to our viewers. Hello, Ralph and Double Bass and XYZ Balling and Eddie. Thank you all for tuning in. I know we are recording at an earlier time than usual. It all of a sudden got kind of dark in my room. I guess it's going to rain. I will not be in Central Park tonight because of that. I'm going indoors. Anyway, other than that, I saw the Mets get destroyed yesterday. That was ugly. But I did get to see Carlos Beltran in the suite next to me. That was cool. It was Puerto Rican Heritage Night, so yeah, it was a pretty cool experience. Got to hang out in this luxury suite, compliments of my brother's company. So thank you. But also, I learned a couple things about Puerto Rican heritage yesterday, in particular that they really love dominoes, the game. They had a dominoes tournament going on in Willets Point Brewery, which is in the stadium. So that's pretty cool. But anyways, we have a lot to get to. Last week we talked about all-star starters. This week we will get into the pitcher side of things. But first, Splash, you told us we have question of the day, so hit us.
Yes, sir. All right. Your would you rather in this case, your phone, would you rather it not be able to make any noise? So you can't use it as an alarm. You don't get text notifications, no vibrations, no dinging, nothing. You can't watch YouTube on it. You can't watch this podcast on it. Can't listen to music. Or that it's always at max volume and you can never shut it off. So YouTube video, you can't watch them in public because you can't even put on headphones. It blares out anyways. Ringer always on. It doesn't matter if you're asleep. That email at 3 a.m., that'll come through. Ding! Every single time. So fellas, would you rather have a phone that is permanently silent or permanently on ringer?
I would say permanent on ringer. Like, I love like using my phone for YouTube and stuff like that here. And like when it comes to like issues of like, I don't really watch YouTube videos in public. I just don't. I mean,
I definitely don't. I'll tell you that much.
Yeah, if I'm with people, I'm talking to people because that's what you do with people. But
but that also means you can't like music at the gym just blares out.
I mean, to be fair, you're not the only one that's doing that at this point.
That's true. Podcast, I listen to a podcast at work the whole night. That'd be just blaring.
Well, okay, here's the question.
The no earbuds thing.
Could you have a burner phone that is like just an iPod or an MP3 or something like that?
No. If you want to watch YouTube or you want to watch Netflix, it has to be on a laptop. It has to be on a TV.
So wait, in both these situations, like there are no earbuds or anything in here.
Correct. Well, I guess the earbuds wouldn't apply to the phone that's always on silent, but yeah.
That's a tough one because, well, okay, full disclosure, I don't have my ringer on. Like in general,
yeah, me neither.
I when I go to bed, I turn the sound up to max just so I could hear my alarm. But like other than that, I can't remember the last time I had my ringer on, like being straight up. Like maybe when I was in high school and I was like waiting for like a call from a coach or something like that. Like, yes, I would have my ringer on, but I'm not even sure about this one because I do so much. Like if I'm listening to music or anything, I normally have earbuds in. So yeah, I'm not really sure where I'm supposed to go with this.
Here's my thing, right? Like, because if it's too loud, you can move it farther away. Like if you live in like, let's say even a 1-story place, you could put it in another room. It was like for the night to let it charge. If it is silent, then you would need to buy an alarm clock to go along with, which honestly, to be fair, in both situations, you're probably going to need to buy an alarm clock here because you're not going to want to hear that thing going max volume in the morning or getting, like you said, the email at 3 a.m. here. But I think I still go with the max volume because at the same time here, I usually do listen to my phone like at not like always at max, but like if I'm in the car, it's at max volume. Because then I can actually hear it over the sound of road. But yeah, no, I think honestly, I would rather have the sound on way too much here than no sound at all.
Yeah, I think I'm going to agree with that one there just because, I mean, yeah, I feel like you do need to hear it sometimes. If if you don't have, the volume, then you could miss something really important. And in the event that you and your friends are trying to watch something together, not like oh yeah, I'm in the middle of a bar. Let me just put on my. No, it's one of those things where you're all trying to watch something you don't have a laptop or a TV. Then it can be helpful.
Okay, I might have a hack for this actually.
Okay.
Do max volume, obviously, but you have earbuds here that you said you could use them because they just would be on excess, right?
Well, no, the phone would still make the sound.
Okay, but would the sound go through the earbuds though?
I hadn't thought about that, but it would go through the phone anyways.
Okay, so if they go through the earbuds, right? Like again, the phone's on max volume, but it's going through the earbuds. You can listen to the phone for like YouTube videos or something. Just plug in the head and then put the headphones on the table. You'll be able to hear it from there.
Vibration.
not even vibrations. I don't know if you guys have ever done this. I have, where like you will have like your phone is on like way too heavy for any reason, and you'll take out the earbuds here, put them on the tail, and you'll still be able to hear it.
It'd be like that. All right.
Actually,
I thought
I
it was. I fell asleep thinking about that one. I don't know. I feel like I'd rather have it on mute. Maybe that would help with my mental health and not doom scrolling. Then instead of YouTube Shorts, I have to go on my laptop to use YouTube. Who knows? So, just a thought.
I like the idea.
That's a valid question though, because it's something I hadn't thought of before, but it is something you would have to contemplate at some point, I'm sure.
And Double Pass agrees with us, by the way. It looks like it was good to see.
Yep. Anyways, let's get into this All-Star talk. So last week we did our starters since the All-Star ballot dropped. This week we're going to go into pitchers, and just like last year, we're going to do a draft. And yes, XYZ balling, that is a great point. Clock scales through the roof.
Stocks.
Yes. But anyways, like last year, we were doing a draft. So the three of us will each select 5 pitchers that we think will make the All-Star game. We're doing a snake style draft. So the order is me, then Alex, then Splash, and then obviously we will go back opposite order. There are 3, like I said, the 3 of us, 5 pitchers each, so 15 total. And then let's see how many we get right, because last year I know some of mine went down the drain rather quickly. Hopefully that doesn't happen this time around. All right. So any questions, you guys?
Do you want me to fire up a spreadsheet so we can track it?
Yes, that would be great.
Right.
Quick question for you as well then here, because I remember last year what we also did was that it was 1 point if they made the team, if they were on the squad, whether or not they were actually the player. It's like whether or not they were on the original or a replacement. But then we also gave it a bonus point if they were the starter for the game.
Yeah.
Do we want to do that again this time?
I'm game with that.
Okay. That makes things a little bit easier for you.
Yeah. Also, to your point, pitchers above all end up being the guys getting replaced because they'll pitch the day before the All-Star game or the series before. So you end up with guys who are like, I'm just not available to pitch. So you have all sorts of people. I mean, my man David Peterson last year was an injury replacement. If you say that this year, probably not going to happen. Sorry, guys. Don't pick David Peterson. I'm just going to say that. Nothing against the guy, but he's been much better as a bulk reliever as opposed to a starter. If you want to, here's an idea for you guys. If you want to single out a guy who you think is going to be a starting pitcher, then go ahead. That way we know, or we at least have an idea going into the when the managers announce their starters.
Mm-hmm. All right, fair enough.
I only think, Mac, if you choose one of the leagues, you only have a 50-50 shot. At least in my opinion.
It is true. Yeah.
Yeah. Maybe the other league. I actually don't know. Well, I guess I know. I do know who the other one is, but that would be unfortunate if he starts on Sunday or something.
Yeah. Oh, that's what makes it so tough. I mean, also you get guys like a couple years ago, Paul Skeens had only made 10 major league starts. They made him the starter, which was awesome. He also started last year, but you never know what can happen.
Hey, you had the Miz last year that definitely didn't make the people of Philadelphia mad.
And I remember in 2021, was it 21 or what? Oh yeah, it was 21 when Scherzer was a replacement and then got named the starter. I don't know how he missed the first cut anyway. But anyways, why don't we begin?
Yeah, let's do it. Give us your first pick, Mac.
All right, I'm going to take the aforementioned Jacob Mizorowski as my first pick.
Understandable.
Not a lot to say here. He's one of the best ERAs in the majors and is lapping the field in strikeouts. I had some concerns about this guy, I'm not going to lie. But he's silenced basically any doubts I've had so far. There's a case for him to say that he has been the best pitcher in all of baseball so far. It's not too outlandish.
Yeah, no, absolutely. I love when I'm scrolling on social media and it'll see these are the top hardest thrown baseballs by a starting pitcher, and it's just Mizorowski's face over and over and over again. I do find that quite fun. Also shares a nickname with a wrestler that I like, so that's always fun as well.
All right, Alex.
All right. I'm gonna go Christopher Sanchez. Excuse me. I feel like that's here's the thing that's amazing to me here. He is the only pitcher right now in today's game, right, that has reached 5 Baseball Reference WAR. The next closest to him is 3.5. That is just
that's absolutely ridiculous.
Yeah, I'm gonna be real. Mac. To be fair, Mizorowski was gonna be my pick because I was confident you were gonna take Sanchez. I was getting ready.
I heavily considered it. It's just that I didn't want to let the Miz slip below.
He was not getting past the first round.
Exactly.
Yeah.
Is that I don't know. I think maybe it's just I'm getting blinded by the stuff because pure stuff wise, Mizorowski has been better than Sanchez, but in terms of stats, Sanchez has been better.
Yeah. One of them has been again, Mizorowski, like you said, you watch him and you're like, oh, this is different. This does not look fair. Whereas with Sanchez, it looks a lot more workable, but he's more of the veteran that has actually done it, right? He knows how to be a pitcher, whereas Mizorowski is still trying to figure a little bit of being a pitcher. Right now, he's still mostly a thrower here. And don't worry, he's already doing amazingly well. Don't get me wrong, even remotely here. But I think legitimately, once you get a couple of years on him here, Mizorowski could be the best pitcher in baseball.
Yeah, and I think one thing I failed to mention here is that Mizorowski, not only is he throwing 103 miles per hour and whatever, but he's doing it from he's a tall fella. He's 6'7", but he throws from a 5. All right, Splash. Got me.
Okay, honestly, I was thinking at work last night. I said 7'6" and did the down motion, so I thought that was funny.
Okay, that's actually funny.
Yeah, it's like when Wembanyama walks into Madison Square Garden tonight. He'll just 7'6", 7'6".
Yeah, sure.
The Philadelphia 76ers.
Yeah, exactly. Like I was saying, his release point is 5'4", so it's really far downhill. So good luck trying to hit that.
Mm-hmm.
All right.
Especially when he has a slider over 90 miles an hour.
Yeah, exactly. Slide like mid-90s at this point.
Yeah.
Yeah. All right, Splash, who do you got?
Boys and girls, ladies and gentlemen, to be clear, we can pick relievers, correct?
Correct.
Yeah, we can pick relievers.
Because I'm thinking about a double tap. I'm also thinking about both of you guys chose National League starters. That's cute. You picked the wrong one. The correct answer is Shohei Ohtani. So sorry.
It's true.
Yeah. Sorry. Sorry, Kyle Schwarber. You will not be starting a DH. It will be Ohtani, and he will start the game. Probably facing. I don't know who would bat lead off for the AL. Trout. That'd be fun.
Honestly, Trout v. Ohtani again would be fun.
Yeah, I'm down. And then my second pick, I'm going to pick Louis Varland. Mason Miller. Who's that? Louis Varland has been the best reliever in baseball this season. Gang. He has an 0.50 ERA and 35 2/3. I guess he allowed a run yesterday. I didn't realize that. So
his ERA went all the way up.
Yeah. He pitches every day basically. So Mason Miller got all the publicity at the start of the season. He's allowed a couple runs. The Mets got him for a run. That might as well count for 17. The Mets do play the Braves this weekend, so Mac, put him up, buddy.
Yeah, I'm really looking forward to that one.
I mean, Ohtani currently doesn't qualify for the ERA crown. That
Correct,
doesn't matter. Yeah. He's going to be picked. Dave Roberts is the manager, remember? So he will be picked.
Exactly.
He also has control over if he starts because he could pitch on Sunday. And so Dave Roberts has his hand in both cookie jars there. And then, like I said, with Varland, he's just been sensational. It feels like he pitches every day. It feels like he pitched every single day in the postseason for the Blue Jays. And now he's pitched in about, he's pitched in about half of their games this season. You have the whole Jeff Hoffman dilemma, which Hoffman's peripherals are like unbelievable. Like he's a top 5 closer in baseball, just if you look at peripherals. And then you look at the ERA and it's like 10. It's not actually 10, but it feels like 10. It feels like he allows a run every single time. And Varland, it feels like he doesn't allow a run ever. So, yeah, those are my picks, Ohtani and Varland. So, Alex, back to you, buddy.
All right, yeah. So, remember when I said earlier that I picked the guy that has the number 1 amount of Baseball Reference WAR at 5? Well, I'm going to pick the guy that has number 2 in Baseball Reference WAR, and that's going to be Chase Burns. Like, I mean, here's the thing as well. When you take a look at the Reds, one of the things you have to remember when doing these is there are some teams that only are going to get that one representative and needs to have a representative. I'm not saying that Burns is going to be that guy because I think the Reds have, honestly, probably a good couple players that can make the All-Star game. But with Burns, he has been just absolutely nuts. Here, take a look at his stats right now. A 3.5 Baseball Reference WAR over 75 and 2/3 innings. I mean, the guy has been downright nasty here, like especially on a rotation that has had a good number of injuries, especially to one Hunter Green. Here, he has really stepped it up on being their new number 1. I feel like this is a slam dunk.
Yeah, so I'm gonna, I'll say one thing on Burns, which is that again, this is another guy I was wrong about. Because I frankly last year watching him pitch, I didn't think he was big league ready. This year he's come to the majors and just dominated. So shout out Chase Burns. He looks like a completely different pitcher. Like Mizorowski, I thought last year I was like, all right, maybe this guy's just a thrower, but I think both of them have made tremendous strides in their game to the point where they're not just throwers, they're actually pitchers. So yeah, Burns has been the ace of a pretty solid Cincinnati staff. If only their offense could function, they would be better than below 500. But I'm going to move over. I'm going to finally take an American League starter. And at this rate, this guy will probably start the All-Star game. It's Cam Schlittler. I mean, he's unreal this year. He had that one bad outing against Cleveland, but he's bounced back in a big way. Had a great outing against Boston. Leading the American League in games started, ERA, and wins above replacement. Also in ERA plus, FIP, WHIP, hits per 9, and strikeout to walk ratio. Yeah, he's been great this year. I know it's he's a Yankee, so it's easy to dunk on him anytime he fails or whatever. But he's a great pitcher. I can't even hate. I mean, he throws 3 different fastballs, which on one hand you're like, all right, isn't that a little bit of a problem? But he tunnels them well enough that they're just very hard to hit. So Schlittler is my first pick of my wraparound. And then I'm going to take a guy who's probably going to be the only rep on his team. That's Antonio Senzatella from the Rockies. Look, I know he's only pitched in 19 games this year. 37 to third innings, though, so he's averaging about 2 innings per appearance. 1.8 Baseball Reference WAR in 19 games. That's really good. 1.9 ERA. I know he only has 3 saves, but he did not open the season as a closer. His first year as a reliever full time, and he looks like a completely remade pitcher. So the Rockies are probably not going to have another rep, at least not on the pitching side. I could see maybe Hunter Goodman getting in as an offensive rep, or Mickey Moniak if he's healthy. But Senzatella right now, I think, is the most sure thing they have.
Yeah, that's an absolute that's really fair. You used the argument that I had when talking about Chase Burns as well, and I think that makes absolutely perfect sense. I'm, on the other hand, with my next pick, I'm going to go kind of along the same idea, but they're definitely already going to have another representative here. But it's not very often that you get to see this team have a pitching representative in the All-Star game. I'm going to go with... I can't believe I'm saying this. Jose Soriano. Soriano has been lights out. I mean, you watch what he's done here. He has been one of the most effective pitchers in the American League here. And again, I never thought I'd be saying that about a pitcher from the Angels, but he has been arguably their second best player. And that's only because Mike Trout has decided, oh, by the way, hi guys, I'm Mike Trout. Nice to meet you again. No, Soriano, when you take a look at the stats of what he's done, he's already pitched 82 innings on the season and has gotten a 2.4 baseball reference WAR. The guy has been lights out. And there was a good period of time where he was the number one pitcher in baseball during the beginning of the season. He was absolutely dominant. So, yeah, I think, honestly, they may do this, if anything, just as a publicity thing to say, like, when was the last time that an Angel pitcher made the All-Star game that's not named Shohei Ohtani?
Is it Tyler Anderson? Or did he make it as a Dodger?
I think it's Kikuchi. You say.
Oh, no, wait, no. Kikuchi made it as a Mariner.
No, he made it as an Angel, too.
Did he make it as an Angel?
Like last year, yeah.
Oh, but wow. Look, okay. There goes a lot of my argument.
Well, here's the thing with Soriano is that I know that he's regressed over the last couple of months and he's leading the majors in walks, yada, yada, yada. But, I mean, even if he regresses to like a 3.4, 3.5 ERA, I mean, I can't really – I guess maybe they would say Trout is their only rep. But I feel like Soriano makes the most sense as like a backup option here.
Yeah.
I think there's a world where either he makes it on the preliminary roster or he makes it as an injury replacement.
I respect that.
All right, boys and girls, ladies and gentlemen, it is time to beat the horse. It is time for Mason Miller to pitch. Yeah, so this is probably the easiest pick on the entire sheet. Mason Miller's really good. He throws 117 miles an hour. He strikes everyone out. He even does the thing with Grogu. So he has cross-platform appeal. He has entered the mainstream. Relievers usually don't enter the mainstream. This is why I'm not picking one of the Braves, because otherwise they deserve it. So yeah, Mason Miller, he's great. Everyone and their brother has talked about Mason Miller. I don't need to talk about him more. One guy I am going to talk about. It is time for a victory lap, boys and girls, ladies and gentlemen. It is my American League Cy Young pick, Dylan Cease. Welcome back, buddy. He struck out like 17 yesterday. He's so back. He's not going to lead the league in strikeouts, which I correctly predicted, but he has been excellent for the Blue Jays. He's like the one bright spot on the team. He does lead the American League in strikeouts despite missing time, but he doesn't lead the majors, which is what I bet at the beginning of the season. So that's good. Yeah, he's been tremendous. A sub-3 ERA for Toronto. He's adjusted like his style of pitching a little bit since moving to Toronto, which is fun. He still gets the strikeouts, and that's great. But he coaxes a few extra ground balls because you have the Jimenez's of the world behind him. And I appreciate that. I appreciate a man who can, change on the fly. And he's been really good for Toronto this season. And I am grateful that the Braves did not have to face him last week. Last week, 2 weeks ago. So 2 Blue Jays for me, I guess.
No, that makes sense. Here again, Dylan Cease has been fantastic.
I mean, it's not the Blue Jays pitching staff that has let them down this year.
It's not been.
Well, in some ways it is because they've all missed time, basically.
I know, but like when they've been on the field, I feel like they've performed to expectations. The offense has just come crashing down from last year.
Yeah. So I mean, and Hoffman's stunk it up a couple times, and you're without. Granted, it's Max Scherzer, but you've been without Scherzer. You've been without Cease, missed a couple starts. Barrios finally,
he's out for the year. Yeah,
he had made every start for 10. Cease had made every start since we had started the podcast. Basically, it was under a previous name the last time Cease missed a start, and then he goes on the IL. So of course, the year I picked him to win the Cy Young, he goes on the IL. So typical. Alex.
All right, here we go. So there is nothing more dangerous than a man with a chip on his shoulder and nothing to lose. That is why I pick Emerson Hancock for my Seattle Mariners, who has been absolutely legendary this year. Was only going to be a starter on the team in the major leagues because Kirby was hurt. Well, since then, he has been not just the best pitcher that the Mariners have right now, he is in the top 20 in Baseball Reference 4 of all major league pitchers. Here at 1.9 currently. The next closest Mariner to him is one Logan Gilbert at 1.4. Hancock has come out and basically said, I'm not letting you guys replace me. I'm not going to let it happen. They have forced this is the man that has forced a 6-man rotation in Seattle. This is the man that has forced the team to do a piggyback situation between Bryce Miller and Luis Castillo. He has been incredible. No, Emerson Hancock, legitimately, when you watch him pitch, it's nasty. He pitches like someone who is possessed right now. He is possessed by what I like to call the lack of fear. He does not fear anything anymore. He has already been in the minors a number of times. He's been sent down a number of times. Now, he knows that even with all these people, all these other pitchers on the team, he's the one right now that had really nothing to lose. So he's given it everything he has, and we're finally starting to see the Emerson Hancock that we have heard about over the last few years, not just the one that's going to make a spot start every now and again.
Yeah, and Hancock was near the top of my board. He's been just way, way, way better than anyone could have expected. It's that new arm angle. He's nasty.
Yeah.
And the thing is, when people change their arm slot or change their mechanics, you worry about how repeatable they are. But his motion looks repeatable, and his stuff has gotten so much better because of it.
Absolutely.
We saw him toy with it the end of last year, little small sample size, and he looked better. This year he dropped his arm angle even further, and he's gotten even better. I know they've done the side-by-side, him and Chris Sale. Obviously, he's not Chris Sale, but still, he's become so much better to the point that he's even getting these comparisons. So yeah, Hancock was near the top of my list. I love watching him pitch. Like, it's
so
really
much fun to watch.
yeah, it's really awesome. You don't always see starters who pitch like that, but he's got it working.
His slider is just nasty.
Yeah,
you watch that thing. That thing moves more. That thing moves more than someone with a hurt foot on a dance floor. Like, that thing just that thing is nasty to watch.
Yeah, and his his breaking pitches in general, I feel like have been great. His fastball, I know his fastball occasionally will get hit, but like his fastball, it's coming at you 95 from that arm angle. You're gonna have a hard time hitting it, especially if you're a righty.
Especially,
yeah. I watched him pitch against the Mets last week, and my dad and I were both amazed by how effective he is. He's really come a long way from being just AAA depth or just a reliever.
Yeah, like because people forget that he was a top prospect for Seattle for a while. Yeah. Here, and they brought him up for spot starts, and he just didn't have it yet. I'm like, yeah, if you just give him some spot starts, he's not going to do much. Here, you give him the time to actually be a starter, he's gonna produce, and look what he's doing. He's producing quite well.
Yeah, exactly.
On you, Mac.
Yeah, so I'm going with the guy. We talked about Mason Miller and Louis Varland, probably the two best relievers in baseball this year. I'm going with the guy who I think is the third best right now. I'm going Cade Smith. Top to bottom, this guy is awesome. It's nice when you get to replace the guy who got suspended with the next best thing. Honestly, he could be better than Emmanuel Clase ever was. This year, he leads the majors with 21 saves. He's saved his last 18 opportunities, which is awesome. 2.67 ERA, 0.99 FIP. All right, that's nasty. He's only given up one homer, 46 strikeouts against 5 walks. So 13.6 strikeouts per 9 against 1.5 walks per 9. We talk about how wild relievers can get. Cade Smith is the opposite of that. He's really flourished ever since the Guardians made him their full-time closer. I know it was not planned necessarily, but he showed flashes of greatness. And some guys don't always make that transition well from being a setup man to being a closer. But I think he's done an admirable job in Cleveland, and he fully deserves to be an all-star this year. I'm honestly surprised he hasn't been one yet. Like, his rookie year, he was the most valuable reliever in baseball by FWAR, and he didn't make the all-star game. So Cade Smith, yeah. Great pitcher.
Let's see your wraparound pick, your final one.
Yeah, and I know that this guy, by his standards, has been pedestrian, but it's Paul Skeens, all right? Paul Skeens is still Paul Skeens, okay? I know he's gone through a little bit of a rough patch. He still has a 2.80 ERA, 89 strikeouts against, only 15 walks. That's the lowest walk rate of his career so far. He's still averaging over 5 innings per start, and that includes his opening day outing where they only record 2 outs. Yes, he's given up 6 home runs, which is about over half as much as he's allowed in each of his first 2 seasons. He allowed 11 last year, 10 the year before, but I mean, he's still pitching like an ace. I mean, the Pirates have sort of come down to earth, so it's not too outlandish to think Skeens could be their only rep. Although I'm really holding out hope for Brandon Lau, but I think Skeens seems like the only lock on their roster to make the All-Star game.
Yeah, honestly, yeah, that makes sense. If they're going to have one guy that they said, it's going to be Skeens. I mean, why wouldn't it be? All right. I have a choice to make. There is an obvious pick here, and it's one that has been put in the comments already by Ralph here. Talk about Tarek Skubal. Well, he's doing pretty good, like coming back here from injury, all that. I'm going in a different direction. So, Splash, if you want Tarek Skubal, absolutely go for it. But what if I told you that there's a pitcher that we have not named right now that has a WAR just under 3 on the season? A starting pitcher that is on a surprisingly somehow playoff contending team. That's going to be one Davis Martin. Davis Martin has been insane this year. He just got roughed up a little bit, but if your idea of roughed up is giving up 4 runs here, that's not bad at all. Yeah, let's go. All right, but no, you take a look at what he's done. He has went from 0 to hero immediately for the White Sox, and he's one of the big reasons why they're in a contending spot right now. Which, again, I did not think that in the year of our Lord, 2026, that we'd be saying that the Chicago White Sox are vying for a playoff spot. But at the same time, Martin is one of the reasons for it. He has been absolutely incredible this season, a 2.7 baseball reference WAR. He is the 6th best pitcher, tied for the 6th best pitcher according to baseball reference WAR. On top of it, it's not like he's been a slouch either. He also has pitched 72 innings. Like, this guy has been absolutely incredible and is one of the reasons why the White Sox are playing as good as they are. He is one of the vibe guys on an entire vibe team. Here, Davis Martin, I think it would be criminal if he did not make it.
Yeah, again, I mean, the White Sox have a decent amount of contenders, I feel like, for this all-star spot this year. But Davis Martin has been one of the best pitchers in baseball. And please do not hate me for this. I did trade him in my Dynasty League. I was selling high, all right?
Yeah, fair enough.
It was a combination of him and Carson Bench, and I got back Connolly early and Geraldo Perdomo, all right? I needed to restock some things. So sorry, Davis Martin fans. But Davis Martin
pitches tonight. Guess who he faces tonight, fellas?
Oh yeah, he's facing your team.
Yeah, he's facing Chris Sale tonight.
Yeah. Wow, that's a marquee matchup. TV By the way, Martin has only allowed 3 home runs in 72 innings this year. That's pretty good.
That's nice.
That's pretty solid. All right, fellas. I'm gonna pick a Brave. I don't know which one yet. That's the problem. So I need to do some thinking. So there's the Dylan Lee factor because he's been unbelievable this season, lefty reliever. But relievers, like regular role relievers, usually don't just like get a spot, right? There's Chris Sale. There's Bryce Elder. Bryce Elder's pitched pretty well this season. Believe it or not, I can't believe it actually. There's Raisel Iglesias. He did give up the game yesterday, but that was really stupid, man. Like it was like a Vegas home run, just like a little like flip job the opposite way. But then again, Dom Smith had a home run like that against Pittsburgh over the weekend. So whatever. And that was like that's his first blown save, and not technically a blown save, I guess, because he would have been the winning pitcher. But Like he's converted his last 30 save opportunities. Robert Suarez has been unbelievable. But fellas, Aroldis Chapman. That is what's called a bait and switch, I think. He has a sub 0.5 ERA this season. He had the dumbest save of all time against the Braves. I will hold that against him. But one earned run in 19 2/3. I mean, it's Chapman. He strikes out 12 guys per 9. He's walking guys a little bit more than you want, but that's always been a Chapman thing. Besides last year, he has a sub 2 FIP. That's really good. He has 13 saves, which is tied for 7th in baseball. It is 3rd in the National League behind Cade Smith and Brian Baker. I was considering Brian Baker as a raised rep.
I heavily consider Brian Baker too.
You also have Rasmussen, who pitched today, who was really good today. McClanahan, welcome back, buddy. But yeah, this was a tough choice, because you end the draft and there's lots of deserving candidates. I could have gone with more Phillies. Duran has been excellent. Zach Wheeler is 6th in Baseball Reference WAR, despite only pitching in 9 games. Eat your heart out, Shohei Ohtani. Parker Messick has been really good for Cleveland. So lots of options. Erod in Arizona, he's been awesome. So yeah, Aroldis Chapman. Welcome to the Braves, maybe, according to Braves Twitter. Braves Twitter.
It's kind of a crime the Red Sox are wasting him right now.
Yeah.
So I wouldn't be surprised if he's on. I think it's almost certain he's going to be on a different team this summer, unless the Red Sox miraculously turn it around. Who knows? The American League has been mediocre this year, so there's still a chance. Time's starting to run short though.
Yeah, absolutely.
But, and by the way, guys, I know we could probably talk for a full hour just listing every pitcher we think could make the All-Star game. That's what makes things difficult. That's what makes things difficult here. We each only have to pick 5. We only are selecting 15 here. Who knows? There are so many worthy pitchers in baseball. And there are going to be some teams that their only representative is a pitcher. So, I kind of like that rule though, honestly, that every team needs a representative. It is called the All-Star game. You're supposed to be showcasing the league. I know people have their quibbles with that, but let us know if you have you have some snubs, you agree, you disagree with us. Tell us who you think your team's All-Star representative will be. Let us know. You can let us know here in the comment section. Let us know on YouTube. I say we get into some trivia. Who's ready to roll?
I'm ready to rock.
All right, here we go. Today, I am the host. We have a Jeopardy board here, boys. 5 categories. We have the 30-30 Club as the first category. One-time All-Stars. Pretty self-explanatory. Guys who only made one All-Star game. The LAR Stars. Guys who played for the Mets, Mariners, and Braves. Silver Sluggers. Guys who won Silver Sluggers, obviously. And Closing Time. That talks about closers who have done something notable throughout their career. So, any questions here, boys?
Yeah. So, quick question: are we going to be buzzing in for the answers?
But we are going to buzz in. Yes.
Okay.
So we are doing it Jeopardy style, and I do have a final Jeopardy for the end of the thing.
All right, let's cook, boys.
All right. My buzzer will be buzz.
My buzzer will be.
Okay, great.
Your buzzer is a.
My buzzer will be my grandmother's phone going off in the other room.
All right, great. All right. Here we go. We need to decide who picks first. So, you guys both give me a number between 1 and 100.
87.
85.
Oh, hey, what?
The correct answer was 38. So,
okay,
Alex,
come on now.
You pick your category first.
Even if I did my normal joke at 24, would have won. So.
Okay.
All right. Let's start up with one-time All-Stars for 100.
All right, one-time All-Stars. Take strike 1. That's your clue.
Yeah. Quick. Do we lose points if we get it incorrect?
Correct. Yes.
Okay. Then I'm good. I don't know.
What?
I wasn't sure if this clue would be helpful or not, but it's a pretty iconic clip. This player taking strike one and the announcers losing it.
Oh wait, I don't want to guess. I mean, can I guess for like no points? Like no positive or negative?
I mean, I don't know how that would work here.
I mean, like it's basically saying I'm not going to answer, and
okay, I'm not going to answer. Yeah.
So, for funsies, guess.
Because I think I know the clip you're talking about.
All right,
but I don't know the player.
Oh man, I feel like I should reword this clip. This clue then. Do you guys want to do that? I realize I already messed up here, but all right. Okay. Clue. We frequently talk about this. We frequently tweet about this guy's single season WAR total on our account. Yep.
Who is Anthony Volpe?
It is not Anthony Volpe. He's not made All-Star. Yeah, Splash.
Who is Nick Markakis?
That is correct. Nick Markakis.
It's from it was the Red Sox. It was the
Red Sox Orioles. Yes. If you don't know the clip, find it. All right.
That's a deep cut right there.
All right.
Hey man, you got to give Alex the negative.
Say, yeah, you got to give me my minus.
Then you might as well. Can you name the teams, or is it just team 1 and team 2?
Yeah.
Oh, you can. Nice.
Right. There you go. All right.
Sploosh and Alec.
Alex 2.
All right.
Better than ever.
Splash, the board is yours.
All right. I'm going to pull my best James Holzhauser impression. 30-30 for 500, please.
Oh, going for broke here.
Yeah.
All right. Your clue, undersized outfielder, now infamous in Flushing.
Infamous in Flushing. That's tough. That's why it's 500, yeah.
Yeah, that's why it's 500, yeah.
Yeah.
I got nothing.
Yeah, no buzz.
All right. The answer we were looking for, Cedric Mullins.
Yeah.
Why is he infamous in Flushing? Just not doing good?
Because he was awful.
He was
for the
awful
Mets.
Last year.
Genuinely the worst. Like probably the worst player in the National League. After
he lost his starting job within like 2 weeks of being on the team.
Okay.
All right. So no points to that one. So I get Splash. The board is still yours.
We'll go 30-30 for 400, please.
All right, 30-30 for 400. Switch hitting shortstop. Okay, great.
All right, what's your... who is Jimmy Rollins?
Correct. Who is Jimmy Rollins?
Yeah.
Good job, Splash. Jimmy Rollins had a 30-40 season, his MVP year. All right, Splash, the board is still yours.
I'll go with LAR Stars for 500, please.
500. World Series champion backup outfielder in the Peach State.
Oh, I know this.
Yeah. Splash.
Who is Guillermo Heredia?
Correct, Guillermo Heredia.
Okay, actually, to be fair, that's not who I was going to say. I was going to say Abraham Almonte. So
that's right, Almonte was. Yes, he was also briefly a Met. So good job, Splash. You're dominating things here. Your board is still yours.
We'll go Lars Stars for 400, please.
All right. First player in Major League history, alphabetically. Yep, Splash.
Who is it? David Aardsma?
Correct, David Aardsma.
The Aardvark.
So Splash just dominating here.
I'm not surprised. But I'm trying.
All right, the board is still yours.
All right, we'll go Lars Stars for 300, please.
All right. Former top prospect involved in infamous ale. Yep.
Oh crap. Who is Michael Pineda?
Oh, it is not Michael Pineda.
Darn.
He never played for the Mets or the Braves.
I thought okay, yeah.
All right, Splash, do you have an answer?
I'm going to sit this one out.
All right. Correct answer was Rafael Montero.
Okay, I was going to say Kelnick, but Kelnick didn't play for the Mets, so I didn't.
Yeah, he never. I had that conundrum here, like to include guys who were in the minor league system of one of the teams, but I decided against that because I was considering Kelnick as an answer. All right, so there's a giveaway, by the way. Jared Kelnick is not an answer here.
Okay.
All right, Splash.
We'll go Lars Stars for 2.
All right. Former top 10 draft pick with some serious speed in center field.
No answer here.
Nothing. Yeah,
right.
I got nothing.
Answer I was looking for was Cameron Maben.
Yeah,
I do not associate him with any of those teams.
Yeah, same here. I only associate with
he infamously in Flushing had the longest offer to start a Mets career. Offer for his first 28, and then he did a slow dribbler down the third baseline to break it up.
Surprised that's not Jed Lowry.
Jed Lowry only had 8 at bats, so
woof.
Yeah.
We'll finish off Lars Stars. That's fine.
All right. This one I think is a layup. Controversial, but legendary second baseman.
Let me do thing.
Alex.
Who is Robinson Cano?
Correct, Alex. There you go. Robinson Cano.
I got a question right. I'm not.
Well, don't you know?
I got 1 point. I got 100 points. Yeah.
Joke's on you. It's actually Brett Boone.
Both I have problems with.
All right, Alex. The board is yours.
Okay, let's go with closing time for 300.
All right. The only reliever to have consecutive 50 save seasons. All right. Tell me.
Who is Jim Johnson?
Correct, Jim Johnson. 2012 and 2013 for the Orioles.
Braves legend.
Yes, Braves legend.
We'll do 30-30 for 3.
All right, 30-30 for 3. MVP with an iconic batting stance. Yep.
Jeff Bagwell?
Correct, Jeff Bagwell.
Okay. You did phrase it in form of a question, so
he had a 40-30 season, actually.
Who is the guy the Red Sox traded for a half season of Larry Anderson?
Larry Anderson, yeah. All right, Splash, back to you.
All right, 30-30 for 200.
All right. Dominant third baseman derailed by injuries. Yep.
Who is David Wright?
Correct, David Wright.
Okay. Yeah.
Yes, he 30-30 in 2007. Should have won MVP. Anyway.
I don't know about that one.
We'll see about that. Anyway,
that's a good argument for the offseason.
Exactly.
Because the correct answer is a different third baseman in the National League East.
Yeah, sure. All right, Ryan.
We'll go with 30-30 for 100.
All right. The Millville Meteor. Yep.
Who is Michael Nelson Trout?
That's correct. Michael Nelson Trout. Yes, that is his nickname, guys. He has a number of nicknames on.
I've heard
they call him the Weatherman also. All right.
As long as he's not a Philly, it's okay.
He better not. Splash, back to you.
We'll do closing time for 4.
All right, closing time for 4. The King of Pop.
Buzz, because I gotta start making some buzzes here.
Yeah.
Who is Michael King?
Oh, so close, but it is not Michael King.
I'm down by 3,000.
No buzz.
I was looking for Mike Jackson. I know he's not very well known, but I only know him mainly because his name is Michael Jackson.
Fair.
Listen, if I can't be the best, I sure as heck can be the worst.
Hey, the Ravens' inaugural season, they had a Michael Jackson get 1,200 receiving yards. So
yeah, every time he caught the ball, it was a thriller. Anyway, Splash, keep going.
I'll do closing for 5.
Oh boy, the only player banned permanently from the game for PEDs. Yes.
Who's Juris Familia?
Is not Jerry Familia, is the guy who he replaced, though.
The Buzz. That's the one. Who is Henry Mejia?
Close enough. It's Henry Mejia.
Okay. Yeah.
Give me my negative points if you haven't already. Oh, you did it. Okay.
Henry Mejia, yes, he failed 3 drug tests in the span of a year.
Question of the day: does Jerks and Brofar join him next spring?
That's a great question. Honestly, I'm gonna say no.
Only Jerks and Profar and God know the answer to that question.
Yeah, I was gonna say that's kind of hard there. All right, keep going, Splash.
Closing for 2.
Closing for 2. Flushing single season saves leader.
Buzz.
Yep.
Who is Edwin Diaz?
It is not Edwin Diaz.
I'm just getting farther and farther in the hole. I think I know who it is now, but let's see.
Splash, do you have an answer?
Not confident enough to buzz, so no.
All right, it was the guy we just mentioned. It's Jerry's Familia.
Yeah, okay, that'll do it.
Yeah, that tracks. That
okay. All right.
Baseball, huh? Okay.
Splash, who do you got?
We'll do closing for 1, please.
All right, this one's probably a layup. 8 a balanced breakfast, 1 a Cy Young. Yeah, all right.
Who is French Canadian Eric Gagne?
It is Eric Gagne.
As soon as I heard your buzzing, I'm like, yeah, no.
Okay. We are down to 2 categories.
We'll do one-time All-Stars for 4.
All right, one-time All-Star for 4. Traded for a Cy Young winner twice.
Ooh,
Yep.
Who is Travis d'Arnaud?
That's correct. It is Travis d'Arnaud. Traded for Roy Halladay to the Blue Jays, and then traded for R.A. Dickey a couple years later. So got commanding lead for Splash.
Right. You don't say. 4,700 points.
We'll do one-time All-Stars for 500.
All right. Overcame 3, almost 4 Tommy John surgeries. I believe he's the only player to do this. To come back from having 3 Tommy John surgeries. It was like 3.5 Tommy John surgeries.
Buzz? Yeah. I'm just going to keep losing at this point here, so I might as well.
I love the confidence.
Yeah. Who is Joba Chamberlain?
Joba Chamberlain never made an All-Star game, so the answer is incorrect.
Okay. All right.
Yeah.
Who is Johnny Venters?
That's correct. It is Johnny Venters, Braves legend.
Unbelievable bullpen. It's actually shades of the O'Flaherty, Venters, and Kimbrel bullpen this year. So hopefully,
I remember that team was that back in the bullpen was unhittable basically. All right, Splash, keep going.
One time for 3.
All right, man, the hot corner in the Emerald.
Buzz.
All right, I'm going to give this to Alex here.
Please give me who is Kyle Seager. Please.
Kyle Seager. Heck yeah.
Yes.
All right. Guess what? You get to pick the next category.
Oh, that'll be the last time I get to do that. One-time All-Stars for 2.
All right. Here we go. Bears a legendary players weekend jersey. Yep. Go.
Who is Daniel Vogelbach?
Oh, it is not Daniel Vogelbach.
Okay. Then I know. There's a number of these. Let's be honest here.
Yeah. That.
All right.
There's a bunch of because I have like 3 others I could have said.
Yeah, it is not Daniel Vogelbach though.
If Splash doesn't get it, can I buzz in again?
I mean, honestly, I'd let you, but
let's who is Brad Boxberger?
Dang it!
That's correct. It is Brad Boxberger.
I was gonna say like Vogelbach is that one year where he was the babe, and I'm like, okay, that's incredible.
Yeah, I agree with Alex here. I think the question is a little vague because like when you think of legendary players weekend, you could go not Justin. Corey's brother.
Corey's brother is still my personal favorite of all time.
So,
I see that though.
Okay.
All right.
Silver Sluggers for 5.
Starting big, man. Scored the 2001 World Series clinching run. There's I made this a 5 on purpose because.
Buzz.
Yeah.
Who is Luis Gonzalez?
Oh no, he's the guy who drove in the winning run.
Yep. Who is Craig Counsell?
Is not Craig Counsell either. The answer was Jay Bell.
Okay. He was on base, though, right?
Yes. Craig Counsell was on base.
I guess he scored the winning run in 97.
He did.
Brent 3 of Blue True. Okay.
I believe so.
Okay.
All right. Let's keep going.
All right. Silver Sluggers for 4.
All right. Dirt bike enthusiast.
I know who you're referring to. I'm just trying to get the name. I
Move
remember this
along.
one
I got nothing here.
because he kept getting injured on his dirt bike. I don't remember his name. I don't think I'm gonna get it.
So are neither of you buzzing in?
Nope. Need a cough button.
All right. I was looking for Madison Bumgarner.
Oh.
Have you done Rodeo Enthusiast?
Yeah, you did rodeo.
Oh, rodeo. Oh, man. All right.
So, all right.
Keep going.
Silver Sluggers for 3.
The Flying Squirrel. I'm going to give this one to Alex here. I heard kind of you at the same time, so.
Who is Jeff McNeil?
That's correct, Jeff McNeil.
Okay.
I had a question right.
All right.
Because Flash, let's be honest here. It doesn't matter what I do.
It's all
all
good.
right. Silver Sluggers for 2.
Denver public school system fit. Okay. Splash. Yes.
Who is Mike Hampton?
That's correct. Mike Hampton.
Also, I was friends with on Facebook for a while.
Yeah,
so.
he's a big fan of the Denver public school system.
Very
so much that
big
he signed an 8-year contract to pitch with the Rockies, of which he only played 2, I'm pretty sure. But yes, he won a lot of Silver Sluggers. I believe he won 5.
Yeah, he also broke up Greg Maddox's streak of Gold Gloves.
Yes, that's true. With the Braves, no less.
Yes.
I'm pretty sure. Yes.
So, okay.
He had like 8 home runs one season. Like, yeah, I don't know. Mike Hampton was insane at the plate. All right, last one.
Yep.
The Machine.
Nice.
Alex.
Cool. Who's Albert Pujols?
That's correct. All right, that was a real nail biter. Do you guys want to do the final Jeopardy?
Yeah.
Yes,
God.
I bid 3,269 points.
Okay, I'm gonna bid 5,000 as like negative 5,000. So when I get it wrong, I'm gonna get 5,000 points. So
all right, great. I need you both to message me here. We're gonna do closest to the pin.
Okay.
How many teams did Edwin Jackson play for?
All right, let me find Mac in my text thread.
Yeah, I have to go back to my texts to find you.
Are you not on my phone as Mac? What's going on here?
I don't know.
Yeah, you're in my phone as Mac. Why can't I text you as Mac? Oh, there we go. Okay. Okay. I sent you my answer.
All right.
I'm just putting something fun for this.
Hey, the baseball is happening right now. That's cool.
That's cool.
Yeah. I don't know why I can't check the scores.
That happens sometimes.
Oh, there we are. The Rays beat the Red Sox 7-5. Rasmussen pitched really well, and the Yankees clobbered the Guardians. Parker Messick, who I mentioned earlier, did not pitch.
He did not pitch particularly well. Okay. All right. I have 2 answers here. Alex messaged me. His wager is the entirety of Joel Zumaya's fastball.
Before or after Guitar Hero?
Yes.
Yes, great. Someone here got it dead on. Congrats again, Splash. You got it right. 14 is the correct answer.
I was
69.
I know. That's the thing is that Alex was really close. 13. In your defense, there are a lot of teams he like very briefly played for. So no, it kind of gets lost in the shuffle. Mm-hmm. Playing for almost half the league is actually pretty impressive because teams just keep picking you up. Mm-hmm. So yeah, wow, Splash. That was impressive.
He throws very ethical no hitters.
Yes, he did 149 pitches, if I'm not mistaken, with the Diamondbacks. So impressive showing today, Splash. And Alex,
GG's.
Though, you battled. So
I did. I tried. I think.
Yeah, it's better than the Anthony Volpe at bat. I'll say that.
Oh my gosh.
Yeah, I mean that was a really.
I don't know how people can defend him still after that.
I thought it was pretty aggressive that at bat.
The only thing that was aggressive was everyone watching it.
Exactly.
Really aggressive watching
all right, GG boys, GG's.
Yes. So Splash will host trivia next week.
Big McPhee game, you are returning, buddy.
Big McPhee 4.0. Let's go.
I think
all right.
3.0.
It's so good that it skips 3.0.
Yeah, 3, 4, same idea.
Yeah, 3.5.0.
Yeah. Anyways, now it's time for the moment to ourselves. Talk about, whatever the heck we want for about 60 seconds or so. Does not have to be baseball or sports related. Splash put his hand up first, so you'll go first, man. Here you go. Time starts in 3, 2, 1, go.
Hello, friends. Going to give you a brief World Cup preview. I hope Portugal wins. Ronaldo can tie Messi in World Cups for whatever that matters. I guess I'll do my larger Messi bit. If you have Messi as your GOAT, fine, but I can't in good faith do it as a PSG fan because he came to my club and did not deliver a trophy, or did not deliver the trophy. They won Ligue 1, I think, every year he was there. But just like, I don't know, I have like a moral obligation. If you are a GOAT contender and you don't win for my team, like, we have beef. So yeah, there's that. So shout out to Ronaldo. Hopefully Portugal gets it done this time. That'd be great. The US is in Group D. Shout out to some debutantes. Jordan's in their first World Cup. Curacao is in their first World Cup. There's Uzbekistan. Shout out to Lily from AT&T. They're in their first World Cup, and there's one more that I'm blanking on. So my sincerest apologies there. So I think it should be a thrilling tournament. Expanding from 32 to 48 is, on one hand, I think will dilute the quality. Like, with all due respect, Curacao is not making just any old tournament, I don't think. Although I believe they topped their group in qualifying. So maybe they would have finished fourth behind Canada, Mexico, and the United States, and been in the playoff. I believe that would be, I think it still would have been a playoff format, like a 3.5 sort of deal. It's good to see New Zealand. They will be qualifying for every World Cup for the foreseeable future because they just dominate Oceania. Do I have anything else? Ghana, go Ghana. My first real heartbreak as a sports fan was watching Asamoah Gyan sky his penalty against Uruguay. So Luis Suarez, you can still screw off for that one. Shout out to Morocco and Ashraf Hakimi, my glorious right back that has won back-to-back Champions Leagues with Paris Saint-Germain. I think that's it. That's it.
It's weird. FIFA's going to be in Seattle this year. I'm trying my best to avoid the area because it is going to be hell there. For the sole purpose of, like, again, I don't know if you've ever been to the area. I don't know if you've been to Seattle and
no, I have not been that far west.
Mac, you've seen how thin the streets are in Seattle by the stadiums. It's not good for that many people here. So no, this is going to be like, as much as I want to kind of experience all this here because it's something you don't get to experience often. I cannot in good conscience go for the sole fact of I don't know if I'll ever make it home.
So even just like routinely a routine trip back to Federal Way last year, my teammates and I got stuck in like some unreal gridlock just trying to leave the public market. So best of luck to those in Seattle, and also to those trying to make the trip to MetLife.
Whoa!
Don't walk.
Whoa. New York, New Jersey Stadium.
Yeah. Don't walk there, guys. That same time, there's no parking. So, yeah. Best of luck if you're taking the New Jersey Transit. That's going to cost you a lot of money. Anyway, I'm looking forward to it. I know I don't follow soccer particularly closely, but this is still one of the coolest events every year, and we finally get it on our home soil for a little bit. So, yeah. All right, Alex, do you want to go next?
Yeah, I do.
All right. Time begins in 3, 2, 1, go.
So I want to take my time to say a thank you to a man that has just retired after 21 years of service to Washington State University as their athletics director here, Bill Stevens. Bill was legitimately one of the coolest and nicest people that I've ever met in a sports world where it is very much the be or be gone type thing, where it is either you step on to go forward or get stepped on. He was the guy that was reaching a hand out to help you. He was the one that was kind to everyone. And I know when I got to cover my very first ever baseball game at Washington State University, I was scared to death because I knew that, like, yes, it's cool. I'm getting to do this here, but this is the closest that I had ever been to, a real journalist. And Bill was so unbelievably kind to me. He made me feel like I mattered there. He made me feel like I belonged in that press box. And he's done this for so many years, being so nice to everyone. If you were in trouble, he was going to be the first one to help you out. If you needed something, he was going to be the first one that did that. So did that for you. As he was so kind to students, so kind. He would treat a student with the exact same level of respect as you would treat a 15-time NFL Pro Bowler. Like, you would treat them the exact same way. And I absolutely love that. If any man, and I mean anybody, deserves their flowers, it's Bill Stevens. Congratulations on your retirement. Enjoy. Sincerely enjoy. You have spent so many working hours here helping not just the student athletes of Washington State University, but also the student broadcasters, the student journalists, just the students ... to make them feel that they mattered in a world where it's really hard to remember that you're a person, especially in a press box where you got to be quiet, you got to just do your job. He's one that made you remember that, yes, you're around people that have a lot more experience than you do, but you belong. So thank you, Bill.
Yeah, the sports business is very cutthroat, like you said. I mean, I went to school on a pretty big campus for my master's, and I'll be honest, I obviously cross paths with a lot of great people, but not everyone was super nice, like the way you were just describing him. So that's honestly awesome. He definitely has earned his retirement.
I've been in a lot of sports jobs here since college, since after college, all the fun stuff. There has not been anyone that I have met that has been like Bill. And I mean that in every way here. There never will be another Bill Stevens. And most of the people that you meet in the sports world, I'm going to be honest, there's a lot of people that are going to be that step on you kind of person just to get a little bit of an edge. There's a famous story I love here from this is in wrestling, so I apologize. I'll be brief with this here, from The Undertaker here, from Mark Calloway, that in a world where everybody is everyone's on a mountain, right? It's like everybody else was pushing down rocks onto everybody, saying, "Get the hell off my mountain." Mark Calloway, The Undertaker, was the one reaching a hand out saying, "Come on, boys, we can make some good money up here." And I so unbelievably respect people that have that kind of ideology. And it's one of the reasons why I try to help out people as much as I possibly can, because if I can make someone feel comfortable doing something that maybe they're scared about doing, but they know they want to be doing, then I've done something right.
All right. Someone want to cut me down?
Yes. All right, Mac. Your time begins in 3, 2, 1, begin.
So a word about these watch parties, guys. Might be wondering why MSG is not hosting one outside the arena again. Is it that hard to be civil? That's just going to be my message. Because I've been going to these ones at Summer Stage in Central Park, which are free. And as excited as we get, and as wound up as we are, and we're living and breathing on every moment. We're hanging on every moment. Like, it's been pretty civil. All right, we're all respectful towards each other, towards the officers who are working the events. And nothing has gotten out of hand to the point where, people are getting in trouble, legal trouble. I understand, like, everyone was kind of upset with how things went on Monday. It's never okay for to commit violence over something like sports. Just gonna say it. And also, like, just because something like this is, I know it's so big for the city. It's the first time in 27 years we got this. New York sports, the 4 major sports leagues, they don't have a championship since 2012. But try to act professionally like adults, because then we're probably going to end up in this situation where we don't get to have watch parties on Plaza 33 or at Wallman Rink or Bryant Park. So it's unfortunate. I know they all want to find a way to make this work, but unfortunately it feels like the city has kind of done it to themselves a little bit. So hopefully this doesn't happen going forward. We get to come back to having those watch parties on 7th Avenue. I just want, obviously we all are rooting for the same thing in New York, but I want everyone to have fun, be safe and all that. So it's unfortunate right now, but just looking forward to having a good time tonight.
I cannot empathize more with the phrase of how hard is it to be civil?
Exactly.
Just enjoy watching a game. Like, seriously.
I'm actually on the opposite side here. I hope you have a not enjoyable evening of basketball.
I'm sure. Yeah.
All right, cool. We're done with a splash for the day.
All right. That was that. I wonder why Splash feels that way. Anyway,
okay. I need a mini time to myself. Victor Wembanyama coming close. Why are you throwing the ball off the back of your teammate?
Yeah,
that is like Tragic Johnson.
Such a great game, and he does that.
Like, that might be genuinely the dumbest turnover I've ever seen. If you had just shot a 70-footer, that's a better option. If you just dribble up the court. Why are you throwing?
I'm trying to think. I guess given the circumstances, yes. I was going to say Michael Ruffin throwing the ball in the air was pretty hilarious.
Something big man on fast break.
Exactly. But let's see what happens. Anyway, that's all for our show today. This is a baseball podcast. Remember, guys. Anyway, thank you all for listening, though, tuning in. I know we recorded at an earlier hour today. We should be back on our regular schedule starting next week. But make sure to follow us all on Twitter. Follow all of us at LAR_baseball. Follow myself at Mathias_A_K. Follow Alex at the Sports Guy 242. Follow Splash at Mr. Splashman 19. We're gonna be tweeting a lot. No, it's baseball season anyway. Subscribe to us on YouTube.
Do you want to give a teaser for weekend activities?
There's some stuff going on. Anyway, like I was saying, subscribe to us on YouTube. Leave us a like, leave us a comment, tell us what pitcher you thought we snubbed or why you disagree with us. Follow us on Spotify, leave us a 5-star review on Spotify, Apple Podcasts, wherever you get your podcasts. So anyway, thank you all for listening. Stay safe and hope to see you all real soon. Thank you.
Go crazy, folks! Go crazy! It's a